Hey, it's Paul here. I'm hoping to give you a few ideas and tips, namely five. Actually, there's a bonus one, but I didn't want to hold up six fingers for the picture. How to study for your IT certification exams and shave off months of wasted study time. I know what I'm talking about because I've been studying, well, all my whole life really, but for IT exams since around 1998. I made a lot of mistakes, and since then I've passed a load of IT exams and helped, I don't know, tens of thousands, I'm not sure how many, through books and video courses. So, if you've never heard of me, I've written a load of IT books, 101 Labs, and a simplified range, some myself and some with other authors. Used to work for Cisco TAC, and I started off knowing nothing, as I'm sure we all do. Howtonetwork.com is my main website, 101labs.net, and in60days.com. Last thing, please, if you want to hear more of this kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button, and there's a bell you can click on so you get notifications. So does any of this sound familiar? So you've read a page on a book, got to the bottom, and you have no memory of what you've read, no recollection whatsoever. Even if you got paid money, you wouldn't be able to tell anyone what you've just read. During the exam, your mind goes completely blank. I do get a lot of emails from people who failed because they just completely went blank. You've read something, for example, a topic about, let me just use my pen since I've got it. You've read about network address translation. You might have mentioned it in a conversation with a friend or a work colleague or your boss, and they say, "Oh, how does that work?" And you can't actually explain because you forgot the information. Nothing seems to sink in, no matter how hard you try. This is a big problem because these are your typical costs for IT exams. And say the CCNA here, this is a bit of a dirty secret for the industry. Say 325, well, your typical person takes around 3 attempts. So, you can call it as good as $1,000. And this is per certification. The Network Plus, sorry, if I just go over here. So if you do your typical 3 attempts, this actually can take 5 attempts from what I've researched. 1,000, you get the picture anyway. So you're spending several $1,000s instead of just maybe 1,000 to get 3 really good certifications. So we need to address this problem and work out what to do. My first tip, and this is probably my best tip, is lab everything up. Even if you're doing, say the Network Plus, okay, there's some kind of practical based questions, but not a practical lab in there. You don't configure servers and computers. But you could use something like Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, and you can see here we've got Windows Server, a Mac operating system, Linux, another Linux machine here. You can get these 30-day trials of all the software, and let's get an example here. Configure DHCP. Okay, you could read a book and it explains everything you need to know about DHCP, but will you understand DHCP? Well, I'm going to say you wouldn't. So you could easily get this Windows Server fired up, go to the relevant settings part and configure a pool of DHCP addresses, exclude some addresses, and actually allocate this. You could have if this is a server, you could have a couple of clients. It's quite easy to do networking on VirtualBox Manager and see them obtaining their address and their other IP information. Break it. So you can do things, I don't have time to go into it, but do a break fix. So work out things that would normally happen to break this technology and then go back and fix it. The CCNP, it's gone as of this month. The T-shoot, the troubleshooting exam. It's a shame, really, but that was a whole exam on troubleshooting. This is GNS3. The software is free, but you just have to find the operating systems to run Cisco routers, switches, and other devices. And Cisco Packet Tracer is a really powerful program for running routers, switches, servers, wireless, a whole bunch of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of tools you can use. Lab it up, break it, doesn't matter because it's all virtual stuff anyway. Practice exams every day. Every day. And I think I put it here. Must do a term. Do it from day one. The reason I say this is if you're doing, say, days 1 to 30 study, but only from day like 25 onwards, you're doing these practice exams, you're missing the trick. You start off on day 1 and you'll get something like 4%. And then you go further down here, day 5 you're getting 10. By day 25 you're probably getting, let's say, 80%. By day 30 you should be getting 95 to 100%. So do you see how it works? If you started on day 25, okay, you've been doing some studying, you're probably going to be hitting around 30 to 50%, and you've only got 5 days left before you take the exam. Really bad. So use this as a study tool, not just as a tool to gauge your readiness for the exam. Alrighty, so I've said all that. Helps you put knowledge into practice, helps suck out what you've learned into your brain and actually use it to answer questions. Put it all through Wireshark. So Wireshark is a traffic capture tool that captures traffic from passing from various hosts. So summary of what it can do. It can do a lot more as well. So you can download it free and you can run it in VirtualBox also. Capture traffic and analyze. Oops. So say for example you're looking for a three-way handshake. You can look for your SYN, ACK. So you can actually look, you can press the stop button. This isn't, I can't see it on here. This is an old capture. Press the stop button and then you can look at the different packets and say, oh, hang on, this is a TCP. You can use little filters here. A whole bunch of stuff. You can look and you can say, oh, hang on, this is the SYN. Come in here is the ACK. This is the SYN ACK. And you can actually go down here and dig into the TCP, the IP, the layer 2 frame, a whole bunch of stuff. It's really powerful. And I've almost finished 100. If you go to 101labs.net, sorry, labs.net. I've got about 50 labs up so far for Wireshark, so that should be finished in the next couple of months. Create your own Cram guide. I've been doing this for a while. I need to update all of mine, but really it's something you should be doing. So create a master document. When you normally read a book, you highlight with a highlighter. If it's a printed book, you can do it with Kindle now. You highlight all these different bits. Well, those bits that you highlight, you transfer into a Cram guide. You can write it or do it as a Word document and print it out. So all the major learning points, all the important commands for servers, switches, whatever you're studying for. You carry this guide with you everywhere. So everywhere you go, you'll be able to refer to it and just dip into it. I'll come back to that in a minute. Also, as a bonus, you can record an audio version. So I think that's the icon for audio, isn't it? So you've got something to listen to also. Record it as an MP3. You've got to trick the information. You've got to trick your brain because around 50% of you will be visual. This is a rough, by the way, auditory, and around 30% kinesthetic. So these are your learning styles. So visual will learn by somebody showing them. Auditory would listen to an explanation. You don't have to actually see any a video, for example, or see a teacher. Kinesthetic is learning by doing. So some people could listen to lectures all day long, but it isn't until they've configured something or changed some brakes on a car, something like that, and that's when they'll learn. And you could be a blend of these. You'll have one as your main learning modality, and the others will be your secondary. So if you're, for example, if you're kinesthetic but you're reading a book, then it's not going to happen for you, and you might fall into the trap of thinking that you're stupid or you're never going to learn, when really you're just doing it the wrong way. So buy audio books. I've got some. Obviously, I'm not just saying, I didn't make this point for that, but I've got audiobooks for CCNA. But you can create your own. You can read your book into a program. Watch videos. There's loads on YouTube or loads of video training websites. Read books. So you're doing this all in different ways. So this doing labs would be your kinesthetic. Reading books would be your visual, and then auditory would be your top one. VA, sorry, is watching videos. So trick yourself into learning by tackling all these different modalities. All right, bonus tips. So this is tip 6, but I said 5, so this is a bonus. Do mini study sessions. These work really well for me. So instead of, say, doing 6 till 8 p.m. or as well as a main study block, you break it down into smaller chunks. So your Cram guide goes with you everywhere. Fold it up, put it in your pocket, or have it on your phone. When you go to the toilet, and say most of us men probably spend longer, say you spend 20 minutes a day in the toilet, you've studied 20 minutes every day, so an hour a week or more, or 2 hours a week. All lunch breaks become study breaks. Don't sit around chatting away with friends and going to Starbucks, or if you do, that's a study session. So say you've got your 20 minutes a day, say you've got a 40-minute lunch break, you've already got an hour's quality study in there, even if it's your Cram guide or audio book. Listen to audio books. So when you're in the gym, people might be thinking you're listening to Def Leppard or whoever, you're listening to your audio stuff. Even if you think it's not going in, it will be going in at some level, subconsciously. Getting to work early. I used to have, it used to take me about 1 hour to get to work because of traffic. I decided to get into work at around 5:30 a.m. every morning, and it actually took me 30 minutes. So not only was I getting into work early, I was studying before my workday began, and basically I had every evening free because I'd done my study sessions. And stay behind late, and again I missed the worst traffic because of that. Okay, get prepped. This is my 30-second sales pitch, so please bear with me. Speaking of doing live hands-on stuff, we've got live Cisco racks on howtonetwork.com, free to all members. I've got a full trainings course teaching you how to use your memory, so memory mastery, defeat procrastination, how to concentrate. This is an entire mini course with books, audio books. Unleash your power, motivation, subconscious programming. Oh, and this is my favourite thing here, mind mapping. There's actually 60 days of content on how to study. It's worth around £2,000, but it's free to members. And then practice exams. I've got loads of these on howtonetwork.com. If you want to get 30 days access for $1, go to howtonetwork.com/YouTube. So that's most of that stuff. You get loads of other bits and bobs you can look through on the website. And if you want to do the hands-on labs bit, just come to 101labs.net, and there's a coupon there. So I hope it helps. If you follow my tips, you'll get a lot more success, and I guarantee it will shave off months of frustration and wasted study time. So I'll see you on the next video.